We are live. Is anyone else alive? See if anyone shows up tonight. Hey, there he is. Well, why did I know that there would be an unfinished project in the house? And hello, Dawn English. Glad to have you. Hopefully, we'll get a few more trickling in. Well, they ought to look fancy. They came out of the dollar bin. Hey, Bubba. Thank you for dropping in. Well, I'm just trying this whole StreamYard thing and trying to see, how to work all this. I ain't no professional, as y'all can tell. And I'm just trying to get her all squared away. But I got some really cool news that I'm going to share with some folks, whenever we get a few more in. I'm hoping that Brother Beryl drop in. So is my sound okay? I mean, I know I don't sound okay because I got a head cold going on, so I ain't going to be on too long tonight. Hey, Ed's Machine, welcome. Perfect. So what has everybody else been up to today? I did another introduction video so that I could kind of talk to some folks that haven't been with me very long, just to kind of show them around the shop and whatnot. And relax. I've been watching it rain for the last 2 days. Oh my gosh, man. It rained here for a week. It was ridiculous. You may or may not be able to hear Mama Hoopty out there on the riding mower. Some folks say that a woman's place is in the kitchen. I don't necessarily agree. Yard needs mowed too. Hey, Jeff. Welcome, man. Yeah, we had rain for about a week, and now it's sunny. It's going to be 90 this week. Going to be ridiculously hot, and my allergies are crazy. Unfinished project. Have you been fishing or eating fish? Oh, okay. I see. I see. Putting rings on pistons. Someone played show and tell and dropped one. Had to reorder parts now. Oh, yeah, that's not good. uh, Man, I tell you, I've had such a tough time getting parts this year, for the Green Goblin, but I think we've pretty much got most all of what we need. There's a few odds and ends that we still got to get, but um, I'm going over to my buddy Ken's this Thursday, and we're going to hopefully try to finish putting everything on there that goes on there, and we're going to try to light that sucker up, man. When I get ready to fire it up, we're going to do that on live, and cross your fingers, man. Renegade. Yeah. Yeah, we've been waiting to mow our grass too, and we've got a couple of acres that we mow out here. And boy, when it rains and you get behind a little bit, it takes a long time to catch up. Yeah, I'm just hoping that all this rain isn't going to, you know, trash my garden too bad. Some of my stuff's kind of yellowed out a little bit with all the extra rain we had. And hopefully it'll dry out this week and, get back on track. Oh, yeah, definitely. We have to mow here at least at least once every 10 days, probably about every 7 or 8, at least mow a section. And then we have to brush hog all summer because everything gets out of control. And then we're going to be cutting hay in about another week or two. We'll be cutting our first cut of hay, baling hay, and all that fun stuff. Just posted a short, huh? I'll have to get on there and see what that is. Yeah, I might have got started a little bit early this year on my garden, but we start in the house. We start our seeds inside, and that way we can go ahead and transplant. We usually transplant stuff outside. The early stuff we'll get out, in April, but the rest of it we do Cinco de Mayo. Man, I'm ready for Mother's Day. We got a big thing going at church. We're going to be having a dinner for the ladies after church, and so that's going to be a great Mother's Day. Renegade. I used to always wish that I had more acres than I had, and then whenever I got all these acres, man, it's a lot to keep up with. And we've got 85 acres here. And let me tell you, it's a lot to keep up with. It sounds like she made it to the front, yard. buy some cattle and let them maintain it. Yeah, that's a great idea. The only thing is you know, one thing is cattle are a pain in the butt unless you've just got like six of them, because we're picking up just a few, and with six cattle you get the agricultural credit on your taxes, and they're not too hard to maintain, and we can rotate them in different pastures. So that's, and then we can butcher one here and there, and so that, six, seven maybe, but a bunch, no thanks. Hey, Shop Cat, welcome to the channel and welcome to the live. My first StreamYard try. Just wanted to see how well I could manage this thing. I thought Bear Rose was going to be in here. Of course, he's probably, I don't know, taking something else off that big block on that fair lane. 11 at the moment. Nice. You see, I think 10 to 20 acres is actually a pretty good, really. I mean, if you just want a little hobby farm or something like that. But I mean, really, the whole reason we bought the property we bought was because we got really fortunate and found it really reasonably priced, and we weren't expecting it. So, yeah, we kind of had to jump on it. And do I have the free version? Yes, I do. For right now, anyway. Since I just now am learning all this stuff, I figure before I start paying money for it, I need to figure out what I'm doing with it. And yeah, so far so good. So does anybody want to jump in here? I want to see if I can use this invite button. See how that works out. Jeff will. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to put it out there. 6 people on screen. Okay, select your guests. Okay. Whoops. Well, that didn't work out like I thought. Wild Rose, welcome. Let's see. Still trying to figure out how to get this thing to invite. So if I go to let's try this. Huh. Well, let's see. Okay. And Let's see from the. Let's see. That didn't work. Oh my gosh, man. I tell you what. It's tough when you're not smart to begin with. And Sanus. Okay, I got a new subscriber. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's fun for everybody else. For me, it's a little frustrating because, you know, I never even really messed with a computer until, I don't know, a year or two ago. And yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out how to put that. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. It will show the link, copy and paste it. Okay. Well, I see that. The only thing is, and I hit copy link, but I don't know how to get back to that. I don't know how to paste, I guess. I copied the link. I just don't know how to paste it. So that's where my problem is. Yeah, see, and when my son's here, he can help me take care of this stuff. And um, my 15-year-old, he's just like, yeah, whatever, it's nothing. You're just old. But let's see if I can. Um, and paste comments in section. Yeah, I'm just trying to find out how to find that. Let's see, cast, find more tools, task manager, screenshot. Uh, ah, paste. There it is. Ha ha ha. Let's see if that did it. Yay. I think I did it. Well, hello, Wendy English. Thank you for coming in. And yes, Dawn, you're right. You do have a lovely wife. She seems to be awesome. That's it. Right on. Yeah, like I said, I'm still trying to figure all this technology stuff out. I film all of my videos with a Samsung Galaxy S7 cell phone that I've had for years. My son talked me into buying some kind of new fancy GoPro something or another. I haven't figured it out yet, and he's hardly ever around to help me figure it out. So, uh, so you're saying Brian Cabral has a troll too, huh? Woohoo!
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey. So, why am I not surprised that I see something other than um, a gentleman's profile sitting there?
Not
that's
quite ready for that yet.
that's fantastic. It's all good. I'm really happy that I can say that you are actually my first guest on here. I mean,
And you are the first person that I've ever gotten on with.
well, perfect, perfect, perfect. So, are those for doing upholstery or are
Yeah,
they?
they'll do a little bit of everything.
Okay, I was
We
just curious.
we do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, see,
We got
Mike.
one of these.
Oh wow, yeah, my cousin does upholstery work, and he redoes like boats and lawnmowers and cars and everything. Uh, but he's all the way up in Kansas City, and he does it more as a hobby than he does as a business. Hey, Jason.
Same here.
Yeah, yeah, I would like to be able to do that. Um, but I've got so much going on.
So do we. So do
Yeah,
we. Uh,
yeah.
I hope to get some seat covers made for our Dort, but it'll be the first time trying a project like that. We do quite a bit of furniture upholstery.
Oh, right on. JB, welcome. Yeah. So do you do like the old wingback chairs and stuff like that with
Yeah,
the nail bed upholstery and
every piece of furniture we have is old junk that we drug in and redid.
that's awesome. I love that stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to post it sometime,
Yeah,
like
I
a little
love that.
video.
Yeah. Well, we stay busy with the farm life and stuff and just you know, living. It's hard to keep up with everything. Uh, Kansas City, what? There are two. Okay, well, he's in the Kansas City area. Yeah. He's actually in a little bitty town outside of Kansas City called, I think it's Smithville or Smith City or something like that. But he's on the Missouri side. He's not on the Kansas side.
I'm trying to figure out how to see the chat.
If you look up on the right hand side, there should say private or comments, and you go
Okay.
over on the right hand, the farthest to the right hand side, and it'll say comments.
Okay, but there's no way for me to enter the chat if I needed to or wanted to.
Um, well, you should be able to. Oh, well, yeah. I don't think you can do the chat there. I think that one's just on my end over here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, at least from what I've seen. But like I said, this is my first time using this, so you know. Oh, Missouri, the state that copied Arizona plates. That's funny because I always said, I came from Arkansas where they were too stupid to have their own logo because Arkansas's plates used to say land of opportunity. And I was like, isn't that everywhere? And so then they changed it to the natural state. But yeah, I I don't know if any of y'all know much about Northwest Arkansas up here, home of Walmart, but it has gotten out of control. I mean, it used to be just a small little area. I mean, we had dirt roads, that basically went right through the edge of town. And now we've got, 6-lane freeway on the side and, big giant condominiums and all kinds of stuff there. I mean, there's businesses I've never heard of, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I was born there in Rogers in 1968, and they've gentrified it to the point that it's pretty much unrecognizable to us natives from there. And when I go through there, I'm just sad. Uh, Yeah, Ed knows about it. Ed's in Rogers. Yeah, and I only know that because just Mopar Joe, whenever I first found his channel, I saw he did a channel said that you were there in Rogers, and I I was like, man, if I'd have known, I would have probably taken my block and my machine work on that 452 I'm building over there, and I took it. Well, I didn't have any problem with Paul's machine shop. I went to Paul's machine shop down in Springdale, and him and Charlie were the ones that did all the machine work on my uh, block, and I didn't have any issues with it. But Mama Hoopty getting it done out there. Yeah, I know. You heard that too. Yeah, I don't think she really considered the fact that I'm in here on this. uh,
How close are you to the 450 now?
well, last I looked, I was at, I think, four. Well, I was at 421 when I started the live. So, and I just saw that I had a new subscriber. Um, let's see, I am at 422. So,
Sweet.
yeah. And, of course, my ultimate goal is to, get to 500 just so that I can, be
Right.
qualified for the No Name Nationals. And, where my channel goes from here on out, I don't know. But I plan on just keeping on doing this. I have no reason not to keep doing it. And
It's so much fun making the videos.
oh, it's a blast. I love it. I love it. Hey, Buzz, you snuck in on me. Have I restored the motorhome yet? No. I'm actually. It's pretty funny that you ask about the motorhome because now I've got my plan in place for it because I got to thinking about it, and here just a while back, I traded for a 21-foot tilt bed car hauler that had been in an accident, and it's a bit twisted. So what I'm planning to do with that, it'll be next year because I'm going to be busy on the Coronet and the Charger this year. And then after the No Name Nationals, I'm planning on starting on the Aspen. And then hopefully, if everything goes right, to haul the Aspen out there, I'm going to build a car hauler out of that motorhome, and I'm going to put that 21-foot tilt bed trailer on the back of it, and I'm just going to build like a sleeper type situation on that motorhome because I've got the stuff. I mean, I've got everything to do it.
Sounds
And
like some good content.
yeah, and a hoot to do it. That's the whole thing. Is I just love doing stuff that you just don't see people do.
Right.
And because I've got the time and I've got the stuff to do it with. And
I remember thinking when you went and got that motorhome that was the most expensive free 440 I've ever seen.
well, it's funny because so here's the thing. That motorhome, okay, so the only guys that I paid anything to is, I give like $20 on the tires because they were just baldy takeoffs,
Right.
and $100 for Jamie and Andy to come and change the tires. And my buddy with the tow truck owed me a favor, and so he didn't charge me nothing to haul it home. So I've got $120 in that motorhome.
It's good to have some friends and some people owing you for situations like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I do favors for people all the time because you never know. You know what I mean? You
Right.
just never know. Oh no, he's not. No, he's not shy. He's mysterious. Wild Rose asks, "So why are we staring at a sewing machine?" And Dawn English said, "Camera shy." I figure, oh, you're not shy, just mysterious. It's kind of like Tim's neighbor over on Tool Time.
Exactly.
Yeah, All right. Hey, Buzz, come on in. Well, welcome, Buzz.
Hey now.
How are you?
So far so good, man. I'm still just I don't know if any of you guys caught that Kentucky Derby run. Holy
No.
smokes, man. I spent 10 years in Louisville. So Derby was big stuff.
Right?
But boy, you talk about a run from the rear. Holy smokes. If you get a chance to catch the replay on that race, it was fantastic.
Oh, I know we will be later this evening. My wife, well, she's in horses. And down here, we go to Oaklawn for the Arkansas Derby and the Rebel Stakes.
Oh, right
And
on.
yeah. And so, yeah, she's big time into the horses.
Hey man, I got a bunch of stuff going on tonight, but I wanted to just jump in real quick because hey, this is what my channel is about video. Man, that was perfect. That was great.
Fantastic.
You know, no razzle. You know, it was just exactly who you were, and I think that's really going to work really well for you because this automotive, the market, and the audience, it is the older crowd, and a lot of them are finding themselves in a situation you're in where they're kind of just having fun, goofing off with what they want to goof off with. No pressure, no craziness. You're not overdoing it on the tech stuff. You're not necessarily, leaning way over towards the entertainment stuff. It's unassuming, and I think once you get enough of those folks to see the channel, I think you're not gonna have any problem getting to the 500. But I think that overview did. I think it'll do real well for you.
Right on. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, I always just want to be authentic. That's all, I mean, I did the work for 35 years. I broke rocks with a hammer for 35 years, man. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're the stonemason.
Yes, sir.
Dude, my house is built in what was a quarry in the late 1800s.
Nice.
It is so cool.
When do I get to come over?
Come on down. But I've got 18-foot bluff all the way around, almost fully encircling it. It's mostly cotton rock.
Nice.
Some limestone and little quartz deposits mixed in. But man, we picked this place up sight unseen about a year ago, and there was one of the corners that just way overgrown. All the invasive plants and all that craziness. And man, I found a pick that was hidden under some rock for decades and decades and decades and decades. I would imagine.
Nice.
Back, the only place I could find the exact axe head was on eBay, of course. Great place, research, if you will. But yeah, real deal old axe head with a handle that
wow.
looks about 100 years old. It was pretty cool. And poking around a little bit more, I found a stuck drill bit. Also, one of those giant, 48, 60-inch bit.
Wow.
But it's stuck. I figured you'd appreciate that though.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Now, is it stuck vertically, horizontally? Is it
vertical?
Okay. Yeah. See, that's really cool, man. Cause you find something like that, I don't know. That stuff just makes me crazy. I love it.
Yeah, me too. Anything old, anything rusty, anything authentic, kind of blows my skirt up. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, again, man, I got a bunch going on. I wanted to say I really thought you did a freaking bang up job on that video. And any of you guys that are out there that haven't, I've had I think 4 of them turn up so far
nice.
In those kind of channel overview. This is the vehicle I'm taking to Sykeston, and this is what my channel's about. I'm posting those things on my Facebook page, and I'll post them on my website as well. Actually, as soon as I find the videos, they go straight to that playlist that people can watch right there on YouTube. I want to put it on my website also because everybody doesn't start on YouTube. A lot of them are
Right.
coming through Google. They're coming in for tech or DIY stuff to my website. Hopefully they see it and I send them over to YouTube, to your channel. So just a little encouragement, man, it doesn't have to be some crazy production. Just got you. And if you haven't watched Mike's video, he put it out earlier today. Perfect example. Real low key, managing expectations. Nobody that watches that is going to think they're going to get something they're not going to get, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And that's what you want. Because the other thing you don't want is, a lot of these guys are, man, I just got audited. Man, that is a myth. Man, YouTube does not give a rat's ass about most of these smaller channels, and they're not. Let me clarify that. They're not auditing someone's channel. What they are doing is validating particular users, trolls and that kind of stuff. Trolls and that kind of stuff often are looking at some of the newer channels because they know they're not going to get blocked in most cases. Why? Because it's a new channel. They want subscribers. People that are out there saying, hey, give me some freaking subscribers. It's like a troll magnet. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh,
and
yeah.
what happens is those accounts get nuked by YouTube because it's found that, for whatever reason, either they're spamming or, putting up the BS links in the comments and that kind of stuff. But yeah, make yourself one of those, welcome to my channel. This is my vehicle. This is what I'm building or taking to Sykeston. And give me a chance to put it out there and hopefully get you guys some more goodness.
Man, I'll tell you what, I really appreciate all you're doing for us. I really do. And the other night when you were talking, man, it just got me thinking. And, you were talking about, different methods of getting to where you want to be. Well, I got to be honest with people, really all I want to make it to Sykeston. I want to do this. Okay. But the rest of it is I want to build stuff. I just want to enjoy what I'm doing. And I love what I'm doing. And I want to put it out there for anybody who wants to follow along. And I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Because there's some people who are going there just for a specific reason. They say, I want to know how to fix this alternator. I don't know where this wire goes that popped off of here, but, I just want to be me.
Man, there's plenty of people out there that are looking for exactly that. Again, you can't, some of these channels that have gone just hog wild, crazy big, I don't know if I'd want to be in that position.
I'm telling you,
they're doing fine, but I don't want to have to live up to that. It's the putting on the old act. I'd rather just, this is what you get.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it or not.
You signed up for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's awesome, man. And I'm really super stoked, man. I'm so excited because I'm having a good time, and like I said, another thing, I don't know if you noticed at the end of the video where I was talking about, I do a lot of giveaways and stuff. Yeah. And you came in late to my channel and you haven't seen like my collections and stuff. I have thousands of Hot Wheels and stuff. I collected them since the early 90s. And I've got red lines. I've got all kinds of, just all kinds of Hot Wheels. Right. And I've got duplicates and I've got stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? It's just stuff, man. And why not share your good fortune and what you've done? I've been very blessed in my life. I've had over 25 broken bones. I ran a successful business for over 20 years. I've got a great wife, great kids. Everybody's healthy-ish. I've got a head cold, but other than that, and and I've had some pretty significant injuries. I broke my neck in a swimming pool. I'm lucky to be walking. I almost cut my arm off with 10-inch grinder. I mean, cut almost all the way to the bone.
Nice.
I mean, I've been exceedingly blessed, and so I'm just like, to me, I have a whole different outlook on life. You know what I mean? I'm not like clingy to stuff.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I totally feel you.
So I enjoy the excitement, whenever somebody wins something cool, so
I totally feel that. Totally feel that. Man, you're going to do just fine. It's, it's just a matter of getting enough people in front of your stuff. And hopefully I can help with that and get you to that 500. And at that point, then you just see what the heck happens. My guess is a lot of these participating channels, while they're at the event, especially leading up to it, and things are becoming done and people are firing their machines up for the first time kind of thing. Everybody loves the will it run and will it start and all that kind of jive. But, once the event rolls around, I mean, there will be an absolute plethora of crazy,
oh yeah,
whatever you're doing with your own vehicle, the burnout pit, the show itself. I mean, it's
mine's
pretty amazing.
Well, the Coronet's for the show, and I don't know if you saw day before yesterday, I took it out on its maiden voyage out there. I actually drove it for the first time, and that's probably the first time it's actually rolled under its own power in 50 years or more.
Right on.
And
that a satisfying feeling.
Yeah, and it's just out of junk parts I had laying around, just out of stuff. I've got. By the time I'm completely finished with that car, I'll have like maybe $500 in it.
Wow. No, I love that kind of stuff, because that's what I'm all about too. I mean, that's where the whole Roadkill Customs came from. It was originally Roadkill Rod and Custom. I shortened it down just when the website came around, but man, we were pulling in stuff that everybody else was passing by.
Right.
Too far gone. They didn't want to mess with it. And I'm like, man, that's the stuff for me.
Right.
You take 3 of those and you got something killer kind of thing,
Right. It's like I've got $120 in that motorhome that I brought home. That's big 74 Dodge motorhome. It's got a 440 727 with a Dana 60 rear end under it for $120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say you're going to turn that into a hauler?
Yeah, I've got it. I've also got a 21-foot tilt bed car hauler out here that I traded for. I traded a rusted out horse trailer that was falling apart that I had traded for the horse trailer. And I've got like maybe $300 in it, and I'm going to cut the bed off of it because it was in an accident. And so the axles and stuff are all tweaked underneath it. And I'm going to cut the bed off of that, and I'm going to cut the back end of the RV and move it forward, take the back portion and build like a sleeper up in there. Gotcha. And make a car hauler out of it, a tilt bed car hauler, so I can haul my cars to the events.
Right on. Love that idea.
Yeah, I mean, who else is going to have one?
Exactly.
They'll be like, oh, here comes Big Mike and one of his hoopties.
Right on. No, that'll be cool. I guess that project is going to be post Sykeston.
Oh yeah. I'm going to be so Thursday I'm going to my buddy's house, and we're trying to put the last of the parts on the 452 big block that I'm building for my Charger, and we're going to try to get that dude fired up this weekend. So I'm planning on, if we do get it running, I'm going to go to a test and tune at the drag strip and try to see what it'll do. And that'll be in a month or so. And if I've got both of them ready, I'm taking the Coronet and the Charger to Sykeston. And then after Sykeston, I'm going to start on the Aspen station wagon. And I got a secret special thing in mind for that I'm not telling anyone about.
Right on. You got to keep some of the good stuff under your hat.
Yeah, that one's going to be great.
Right on.
And I do have I've got my merchandise stuff put together. I've got my logos done and all that stuff, but I'm not going to be selling merchandise to try and make money off of merchandise. My merchandise will be like, giveaways, prizes, stuff like that, because I don't need to make money. I don't need to peddle my wares. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
So it's going to be, and it'll be kind of limited edition stuff. You know what I mean? So, I feel like it'll mean a little bit more if people have got them.
Right on. Right on. Hey, I got to bail.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Like I say, wanted to come in and just give you the old half cut off.
Oh, yeah. Well, so I got half a thumbs up. Perfect.
Right on. Hey, man, it's great though for hitchhiking. It's like long trip, short trip, the whole thing.
Say, oh no, I just got to go down to the end of the fence row.
Man, I get 10% off of all manicures. I've never actually had one, but if
Nice.
I did,
right, right there you go. Yeah, you've been in it.
I'm right there with you, man. I've damn near have cut some stuff off, and I got pins and titanium holding that hand on my arm, actually.
Yeah, I've still got titanium in my leg when I shattered my leg too. So yeah, like I said, it is what it is.
It is what it is, but I also feel like it kind of opens me up and gives me a little bit of freedom because, a whole new appreciation for tools and what they can do to you becomes developed when you put one through your limb.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got, even my son will say, hey, dude, you need to put on some freaking safety glasses or something. And I'm like,
yeah, exactly. Well, in a 9-inch Makita with a 10-inch blade, you know what doesn't fit with that? A guard.
Oh yeah. Well, and those full size blades, yeah. I mean, when you got that, it's got so much twist and torque to it.
Oh,
when it's up at full speed. I did something similar with using a buffer as a grinder, variable speed grinder, man.
Yeah, buddy. Buddy.
But yeah, they're
awesome.
super wonky when you get them fired.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey man, I gotta go take care of
all
something.
right, man.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for getting that video
for
put
being
out.
here, man.
Right on. Well, let's get you some more subs.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Buzz.
Hey, Mike, be good now.
All right, you too. Thank you. Well, is Brother Bear still in here? I saw him come through.
Isaac, when you get that done.
There he is. Boy, I tell you what, he was hot on the trigger.
Hey,
what's up, brother?
What's going on?
Oh, not much, man. So far, so good. Someone had to teach me how to copy and paste, but usually
figuring that out.
The only thing I know about paste is that's what I used to eat when I was a kid, Right. So let's see.
That was a good intro video you did. That was pretty cool.
Well, thank you, man. Yeah, I just let people know, this is what you're gonna get. I mean, I can't not be me. That's all. I'm not going to try to be something I'm not. I'm too old for that. I'm too set in my ways, and is what it is. Right. Real. Yeah. So, man, I tell you, I wish you would have been down here to go on that ride with me. That was sketchy. I've got so much finish welding to do underneath that thing, man. That torsion bar, the torsion bar cross member under there. Oh my gosh, buddy. It's only held on with some welds on the top of the frame. I haven't even welded the bottom of it yet around it. But I was like, well, I'm only going that far. What could happen?
I know.
Oh yeah, we do have some roosters out there, Wild Rose. He's out there listening that's Pedro Lapaquez out there. Yeah, we have a little game rooster, and his name is Pedro Lapaquez.
Yeah, that video I did with 51, where you see it out there, it's got no doors on it. It's not even fully wired yet. We just started it up. Well, we was going to push it outside to sweep the floor. And oh, what the heck? It'll start. Just start it up, pull it out, and it just sat out there, and temptation took over.
Ah,
Okay, yep, we're
I
going.
know, I know. Yeah. So
Same thing.
it's pretty funny because, the whole thing was it's like, man, I got her kind of evened out a little bit. I know I still got a vacuum leak, still got some stuff to work out, but it was just running so good. And I was like, I got
Did
to.
that radiator work?
Yeah, it's
Holy
working.
cow.
It's still,
Holy cow.
I can't believe it myself. I was like,
Holy cow.
all right. It's that cheap Harbor Freight 2-part epoxy. I just
Wow.
who to thunk it,
And it's still circulating and everything.
Yeah,
It didn't plug
yeah.
any of the tubes.
Nope.
Oh man, I stand corrected. You proved me totally wrong.
I just I just figured, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to ruin this radiator, right? I mean, that's the way I do with so much of my stuff. It's like, what? I'm going to ruin it. It's a piece of junk already. Most people would have already thrown it in the scrap pile. So anyway, so I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some bars leaks in it just in case it wants to blow that out. So since now it's not leaking, go ahead and put some bar leaks in there to, just a little bit, not like a whole bottle, or maybe a little bottle or something, but I don't know.
You could try the pepper trick. I know it.
Yeah, I've heard that. And they also say you can crack an egg in there too, but
Yeah.
So Mopar Man 1978 Bird, Big Mike Bird, strawberries not here. Oh yeah. Cheech, yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So how many have we got in the house right now? Let's see. 21. Nice.
Right up above there should be a little eyeball.
Yeah, it's 21. That's what I was looking at. We got 21. That's fantastic.
Wow. Good.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Well, I guess people are, silly enough to watch. Yeah.
Well, you kind of got a hillbilly over here and I don't know, a mountain billy over here. So yeah, we got it all covered.
Perfect. Yeah. So that thing with that coronet, you remember whenever I put in the Z bar, the clutch in there, remember, and you're like, what, with all the washers in it and the bolts and all that? That thing shifts really good, honestly. I'm like, wow. I mean, that clutch, it's got a lot of travel. I mean, it works just great, man. I was actually really surprised that it went as well as it did. I was expecting to be out in the field like this.
Oh, just fire Trump up and you'll get out there.
Yeah, well, I was afraid I was going to have to, probably get my tractor out there and run a chain through the frame or something and pick it up and pull it over there. But no, it made it all the way up and through there. I wish it hadn't been quite so wet, from all the rain, because it threw all the water up on the windshield and couldn't really see the view coming back. But I wasn't stopping because I was afraid I might not get started again.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling.
It's like, keep it on it, man. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it was a hoot, man. Mopar Man 1970. I did a video today getting ready to post it. The Table Rock Dam, and oh, yeah. Going full bore. Yeah, over here at Beaver Lake, they got all the spillways open over there, too. We got so much rain down here, brother. I mean, we couldn't even get out Friday or Thursday. Thursday, we couldn't get out because of all the rain. We got like 5 inches of rain in 6 hours. It was nuts. Yeah, it was nuts. Luckily, we live up on top of the hill.
I was going to say.
Yeah. When we went down the hill we thought we'd go one way. We thought we'd go the other. And nope, I couldn't get out either way. So it's like, well, we're home. We got food. We'll be all right.
How's your driveway when it does that?
Oh, it's horrible. It's wrecked. I have ruts knee deep.
Oh.
It just cuts right through there, and then I have to take me and Donald Trump go fix it. You know. So
It's
unfinished
pretty
product.
steep too.
Yeah, unfinished product said he thought that was gas splashing up on my windshield whenever I was driving the Hoopty. Yeah, no, that was just all the rain. We were in between storms whenever I decided to drive that. I knew I had about a 2-hour window, and so I gave it a go.
Oh, Travis, that is tempting. I'll tell you what, that is real tempting.
Heck yeah. Well, Mississippi, we're basically neighbors. Yeah.
I seen his video on that seat brackets.
Yeah.
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 I haven't seen that, I guess, yet. I've seen the one on the floor pans, and I was like, man, I feel you. Those floor pans, when I did them on the Charger, oh my gosh, man, that is so tedious. And I'm just like, man, I don't know how you guys who do this stuff all the time do it, man. I just don't. I mean, unless you got a lift or something where you can get up underneath there, mess with stuff. I do all my stuff on a creeper on my back, with jack stands and blocks and stuff, and
I got a 2-post lift just laying down in the shop. I haven't stood it up yet.
yeah. Well, hopefully one of these days I can get my extension put on my shop, and I'm wanting to get a lift, to help me out, because man, I'm in my 50s. I don't want to be crawling around under them old cars like I do, One of these days I'm going to knock something loose, and then I'm going to knock something loose, if you know what I mean.
I picked this one up from a buddy of mine whose shop went under.
Yeah.
They quadrupled his rent and wanted 4 years straight rent put down. So he said, screw it, I'm out.
Yeah.
And he called me up and said, hey, you want the asymmetrical big lift? I said, yeah, what do you want for it? And he said, if you can have it out of here today, $500.
Oh, sold.
Boom. I was like,
sold. Yeah. So Mexican Spec was talking about that video that he did with the car show. I saw that. There's some really cool freaking cars on there, man. Yeah. So Mike Senior 340. Hello, Mike Senior 340. I'm a Mike Senior as well. Mike Jr., he's really short. He's not Big Mike. He's Little Mike. He's a pretty good kid. He's 23, so he's a pretty good kid. I mean, he's building himself right now. He's building a Volkswagen Golf GTI BRZ custom, something like 700 horsepower in a Golf GTI.
holy cow.
That's smart, huh? That's my kid. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. He's quite the kid, man. Yeah, he's certified in welding and fabrication and all that stuff, and he had it was a 350Z, and he put the scissor wing doors on it and all that stuff. And yeah, he's really good at fab work, but he lives all the way up in Oregon.
Oh, he's still over there?
Yeah, and now he's getting ready to move down to, I think it said San Antonio, Texas. So he'll be a little bit closer, and I'll be able to, get with him, maybe force him to come up here and help me on a couple of Hoopty projects. Yeah. He in Oregon, he lives in the Springfield, Eugene area. I'm not sure what little town he lives in, but he's got a Springfield address, but he's actually in a little community just outside of Springfield, Oregon.
He's right there by Country Boys Gas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Right on.
I think he's actually Springfield. I think so.
Right on. Well, heavens Mopars, how are you, sir? Man, I appreciate you stopping in to say howdy. You know, I saw you were on live the other night and you were talking about being a custodian. My father-in-law retired. He was a custodian at my wife's school where she grew up. But of course, you know, her graduating class was 4. But hey, I got the prom queen. Well, the other 3 were dudes. Yeah.
Senior dance, everybody had to take turns, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I think there was 14 in mine.
really. Yeah, ours was, I think, 87 or something like that. Yeah. Well, Rogers and Bentonville were already starting to grow quite a bit, you know, by the time I got ready to get out of school. And now it's crazy. But anyway, so hey, we got 18, 19 people in here.
Yeah.
So who would like to win something?
Ooh, doggy.
Because you know I like to give away stuff. Holy smokes, Dizzy Izzy's graduating class was 774. Holy smokes.
Wow.
Is that your graduating class or the whole school? Holy smokes.
That's more than my whole town.
Yeah, no doubt. My town here where I live, our population I think is 432, something like that.
432.
Yeah, I think it's like 432 here. Unfinished project. Me. That's hilarious.
And that is counting some dogs and 2 mules too.
Nice. Dogs and 2 mules. Right on. So I'm gonna have a real simple. Well, it's simple if you know the answer. A trivia question for you tonight. And I'm just gonna pop it up here, and the first person who gives me the right answer is gonna win this vehicle. It comes with a display stand and a card, a commemorative card. And the question is, who drove the Winn-Dixie 1957 Ford Ranchero? He's a very popular driver.
Mm-hmm. Anybody?
I'm waiting to see Unfinished Project come up with that.
I was waiting for his name down there. Yep.
And it's got the opening hood. Woo-wee. Opening tailgate. Got the real rider rubber wheels on there. Mike Skinner. No. I know about the cars, not the drivers. People that have never been in my house. Travis, you're really close. I'll give you another look at it up close here. Number 60, Winn-Dixie, Ford Ranchero. It's actually a Racing Champions.
And he was one of the originals.
Yes, he was.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Guess who won? Unfinished Project. You just beat him to it. Oh my God. That's so uncanny. So here it comes. It comes with this little display case. Comes with the autograph, Win Dixie, Mark Martin commemorative card. Yeah, stock rods. All right. Who wants
Mighty Mark.
I'm gonna give you guys another chance. Anybody else ready to give me a try?
What you got?
1956 custom Ford pickup. This is of Hot Wheels art cars. This is a Hot Wheels treasure hunt. Okay. So for the question on this one, let's see. The internet does wonders for the answer. That's hilarious. Yeah. Not mint in package. Well, this one here is mint in package, and it's a Hot Wheels treasure hunt. Let's see if I can get her to go down. Yeah, you can't get down there to where you can see the writing on the back of the card. Take my word for it. If you open this up, you'll see the writing on the back of the card, and you'll be like, dang, I shouldn't open that up. So anyway, the 19 oh, let me see, there's a little logo right here on the door, right there. Anyway, so the question for this one, yeah, you can hardly tell what a treasure hunt is anymore. Used to hunt them in all the stores. I used to as well. Yeah, my wife said, stop it. Donnie, hello, my. Yeah. So, 1956 Fords, they were a 1 year only package. You know, they were the end of the second gen Ford pickups. You know this, Bear Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know you know this. You're a Ford guy. So,
By myth.
so one of these fully restored is like, we're like 60, 70 grand, something like that. You know, they're highly coveted. What did one of these run brand new? And I'll take, you know, within $100.
Come on, unfinished. We know you got it.
Yeah, what did a 1956 Ford custom pickup cost brand new?
F1, right?
Yep.
F100, yep.
F100. Thanks. You're getting
23.50?
close. Getting closer. Well, no, it's. I can't say anything because I'm not going to do the hot or cold because I want someone to guess within $100. First person to get it. Yeah, he's on the internet. So that's the exact number was 1611 is what they cost. Brand new was $1,611.
How?
Yeah. Well,
How did they get that on the button?
Well, I would say, well, yeah, he's probably got fast fingers on the internet, and he's got like 5G or something. I don't know. He's got 5G or something. Yeah. Well, I promise you, folks, he won't win everyone.
Hey, that guy saves you a lot of shipping.
He does save me some shipping, though. Yeah, if I just have to throw them all in the same box, and I just got to reprint the label. So I mean, it's pretty good. Oh, snuck back in. Posted a link to the live on the Facebook post. Fantastic. Thank you, Buzz. And Rude Mopor dude, thank you, man. So yeah, there we go. I'm still just figuring all this stuff out, man. Oh my gosh, man. I tell you, is anyone else dealing with all these allergies and head cold stuff? I know you were.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my gosh, today I was it was so bad. I could have patched that radiator with what was coming out of my nose, man. I'm telling you, it was terrible. It was terrible.
You're better than me. I was out I tried to shoot video. My eyes are watering. It looked like I'm crying over that Ford. That probably would have been good video.
It might have been.
Blowing my nose, and I just
Wendy English. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. You should mail them to him once a month. Is he going to be my car of the month club? So here's the thing, unfinished project. The name of the Hoopty is going to be that's going to be at 500 subscribers, and you're going to get whoever wins. It's going to be a little different. It ain't going to be a trivia question. I've got a whole different setup for it. And, I mean, you might win. You never know. I ain't going to tell you how it's going to go till I get there. But, I showed Brother Bear this the other day, and I'm going to share with y'all.
oh,
I'm not selling these. I'm not selling my merchandise. Okay. This merchandise that I'm having made, that I have made, is it's going to be like it's I will. That's hilarious. It's going to be like limited edition stuff, and some people are going to be able to have Big Mike's Hoopty Barn stuff. And, I'm going to have some t-shirts and some stickers. I'm going to show you, this is the first design for the t-shirts.
I like the barn behind there. That is so cool.
Yeah. And I even got the Hoopty in there. and
Big Mike hanging out.
Yeah, and Big Mike hanging out. And then I've got my stickers are going to be different from my t-shirts. And I'll show you what they're looking like. Now this is on a computer monitor, so it looks a little bit different, but this is going to be my stickers.
Heck, I will break a window for that one.
Yeah, so those are going to be my stickers. If you've got a channel, as soon as I hit my 500 subscribers, I'm going to start sending them out. But I've already made the promise to the winner of my 500 subscriber giveaway that they are going to get my first pieces of merchandise, my first t-shirt, my first sticker, and they're going to get the name the Hoopty. And then after that, then, I'll be giving some of that stuff away at shows and stuff like that. And, like I'm going to take some to the No Name Nationals, hit me up at the No Name Nationals. I'll have some of that stuff to do giveaways, at events. But I'm not looking to peddle my merchandise. I'm not looking to make money off of my merchandise. I'm looking to share what I'm doing and, just have an awesome time with it.
I didn't even think about that, Mike.
What's that? What's that?
Is that a torch across the Hoopty grill?
Yeah, it's a torch and a welder across. And it's like, if you got a torch and a welder,
Hey, you're keeping the metal hot, man.
Oh, that's a good idea, Buzz. I'll do that. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, oh no, I've already got it all squared away, man. Well, you see, that's the cool thing is that I network with people that I know. I don't have to go to Teespring. I don't have to do things like that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going to Teespring, but like I said, I'm not looking to commercialize my channel. that's not what the Hoopty Barn's about. I'm not like I said, if you look at my intro video that I did, that my introduction, to let people know what I'm about. I'm not about trying to be Whistling Diesel. I'm not trying to be Vice Grip Garage. I'm definitely not going to try to be Uncle Tony because I ain't near that smart. But I'm just saying, I'm going to be definitely, sharing the love. You know what I mean? I've been infinitely blessed in my life, and I just want to, be a real dude out here with all the people who want to, hang out and enjoy the channel.
Well, I think there's a secret in that, Brother Hoop. When I first did my channel, it was all, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is how I did it, da, 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 da. And I went for a long time. Crickets.
Yeah.
As soon as I did that Y block video, I'm not going to say which one it is because it's the one I'm most embarrassed about. I think it sucks.
Well, I watched it. I liked it, but
But it's, I'm showing you something I don't know.
Right.
And I said, okay, watch me learn this, because all I've ever done to them is just change oil on them, adjust the carburetor, little stuff. I've never popped one open. Boy, that thing still gets hits. That thing
really? Yeah, and that's awesome because I love those old Y blocks. I had a 64 Ford with a 292 Y block with a propane conversion on it. And man, that thing was great. It was a great truck, man. And then I screwed up and I rounded off the bottom of the oil pump shaft. Okay, and I changed that out. But I kind of, I let it go a little longer than I should have. And I guess I got some like shavings and stuff in there, whatever. I didn't take care of it like I should have, and then it kind of took a dump on me. And instead of rebuilding it, because I know they're simple. I should have just got a rebuild kit and rebuilt it or had it rebuilt, but I just felt like, well, I've got this 302 over here. I'll just throw this 302 in here. Well, the motor mounts are totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
It's a Ford.
Yeah. So we cut out the freaking motor mount brackets and stuff and redid a bunch of stuff. And then it never was right again. Never was right again.
It was that great big one on the front, huh?
Yeah.
That big shoehorn wishbone.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what it was, man.
No, but I think that was the secret that actually started to push me.
Yeah.
In people's eyes, because I was showing me learning instead of, there's 1,001 experts on, you can type it in and get all kinds of technical stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell me, someone can tell me if I want to know precisely how to do something, I'll look it up. Because I bought a electric concrete mixer, one of the little cheap ones at Harbor Freight, right? I was putting it together. I'm going by the instructions and I'm just kept getting stuck. And I'm like, why won't this work? My wife's like, YouTube it. I'm like, what? YouTube? What? She said, YouTube it. And she's like, surely someone will do that. Someone's done that. Someone's put it together. So I YouTube, sure enough. And so I'm watching and it gets to that point and he goes, now they're not going to show you this in the instructions, but you got to do this. And I'm like, there it is.
Oh, no, Travis, they're not.
And ever since then, I've just been hooked on it. I've been stuck on YouTube. Big Mike, I was planning on trading a shirt. Let's see, for shirts, sticker for sticker. Nice.
In 89 and 90, for Travis out there, Ford used 2 different distributors for the same 302. And one's about that much longer than the other one. And if you look it up for buying the parts for it, one will say for a roller cam and one will say for a flat tappet. but it's totally wrong. Both of them have roller cams. Fords are fun. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, they're fun because they
Yeah,
they
yeah,
keep you on your toes.
right.
They're fun.
Yeah, I can imagine. You can find how to reupholster a rabbit with rubber if you look hard enough. Yeah. Well, I guess it probably depends on what kind of rabbit you're talking about, you know. I had I had a 77 Volkswagen Rabbit that I made into a Ute, and it had a Scirocco motor in it that me and my ex-wife's uncle just were like, it'll fit, it'll work. uh,
Is it an aftermarket one that you got in there now? It kind of looked like it in the picture, Travis. If it's a factory one, it'll have right on the side of it, by either Autolite or Motorcraft, it'll have the Ford number, like D3 or D7. Go off that. Or E7. Sorry, 80s.
don't get me lying. Don't. Yeah.
It's a Speedmaster. Really? Pull it out of the hole and check the roll pin on it. That could be the reason she's misfiring.
Car seats. Wow, that's cool.
And if there's no roll pin in it left, shut it down and tear it apart and find that roll pin. They're famous for spitting it.
Nice. Yeah, I was curious about that too, Dizzy. What is the Vagrant? I have no idea.
Sure thing, Travis.
Oh,
I
hey.
think I remember to bring I brought my phone in this time. Last night I left it out in the shop.
So I don't know if anyone saw this little comment here. I'll put it up on the screen. Unfinished Project said he is donating the 56 back.
Oh.
So I'm going to do something a little different here. Since it's a Ford, and I've got my brother Bear here, I want brother Bear to give this truck away. I'll send it. You just give it away, and I'll send it.
Oh. You want me to come up with a question?
I want you to, however you want to give it away. You give it away however you feel is proper, and we'll go from there. Hey, Terry and Roy boy. Awesome. You need another look at it? She's beautiful.
I got a good one.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Fantastic. So we're waiting for him to come back, and we'll okay, I have no clue about Fords. Sorry, man. Well, I have a clue about Fords. You know, I drive a 2012 F350 with a 6.7 turbo diesel, and I know that I have a really good mechanic who works on it for me. Uh-oh, he's breaking out the tech books. Uh-oh. Oh, a Valiant car Names is Angry Vagrant. Gotcha. Or his name is Angry Vagrant. I don't know why I didn't remember that. I saw that on there. That's right. Oh, had a birdie hit my window. Well,
Suicide birds.
well, we've got a huge picture window. If anyone's interested in seeing where we live and what our view looks like from looking out our front window. Yeah, that's the horrible stuff I have to wake up to and look out the window at. It's pretty terrible. Four cats. Birds don't get close to our windows. We have 3 cats, and they usually pick up the birds that hit the windows. uh,
I'll find one here that time has forgotten, that the internet won't even know about this one.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you, Roy boy. I appreciate that, man. We really like it out here, man. It's this is our sanctuary. Yeah, Renegade's Garage. Yeah, boy, I tell you what, that's a fact right there. My kind of neighbors. Yeah, mine too. Our neighbors are all squirrels, not the kind that you find in town or the kind you find in Nashville. No, I was in Arkansas, Travis. I moved out of Arkansas because it got too big. It just got out of control. And so I moved just across the line. Yeah, well, if I had a spread that big, I'd filled up with cars. Well, that would not be a good thing, especially if you were married to my wife. That would not be a good thing because my wife squawks about the cars that I have. And, you know, uh, yeah, when we lived down in Arkansas, we bought a place out by the lake. We thought, man, we are outside of town and we've got, we had 5.5 acres out by the lake and it was fantastic. There was 4 mailboxes on the road across the street from us. You might get 4 cars an hour go down the road. When we left there in 8.5 years, we had 14 mailboxes across the road and about 15 cars a minute going down that road. And it was just ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like crowded places either, unless it's the woods and it's crowded with trees. That's about the only crowded places I like. And Mama Hoopty, she's out there and I think she's got the boy out there running the weed eater.
Okay, everybody ready? You want to do it?
Do it to it.
All right. At the Kimberly race in 1953, what brand of car was Carroll Shelby racing in that he came in third?
Ooh, that's a good one. One cup.
Or I'm sorry, it would have been
Hudson.
52. 52, not 53. Sorry.
The Mexican
52.
spec says Dodge. Roy Boy says Hudson. Mike Senior 340 says Dodge. Studebaker.
I'll give you a hint. It's the reason he liked Ken Miles.
289 Cobra. uh,
And they hinted at it in the movie Ford versus Ferrari.
there you go.
Donnie got it. MG.
Don E. All right. Check you out.
Carroll Shelby started in an MG.
Started in MG. Well, Don, you're getting a custom 56 Ford
And
treasure
there's a
hunt.
picture of him right there.
Nice. Nice. Sorry about that, Buzz. He was already on the answer whenever you popped in on that. So
And that's out of Speed Week magazine, January of 1953.
nice. Paste your stream again if you want people to come in. Well, by golly, if somebody wants to come in, I can do that. If I can remember. Let's see.
MGs used to be hot.
Okay, let's see here.
But that's how Shelby was introduced to Ken Miles.
See if I can get this in here. There it went. I believe. How about that? Let's see who else might want to pop in here.
When my distributor went out in my MG, the little one I had to get one for a Massey Ferguson. Oh yeah.
Familiar with Old Yeller. That's awesome. Old Yeller around here is a little different. We got a lazy kitty cat over there. He is not helping matters.
Why is it? Why is that not helping?
Well, he's supposed to keep the birds from flying into the window. The birds are flying into the window while we're in here.
Hummingbirds, man. Awesome. I need to get another feeder.
Yeah. Want to say hello?
No, I'm sweaty, Nikki.
Just say hello.
Hello.
Hey, Mama Hoop.
Yeah, she can't hear you because I got the,
Yeah.
I got the dollar bin earmuffs on.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm a slow feller usually. Well, you beat everyone else. Dawn English said hello, Mama Hoop. Tell Mama about the contest. Oh, hey, Mama, guess who won the contest? And she went to the other room. She probably already knows who won the contest. He's got lightning fingers on Google. Mike, sir, I like that. Mike Senior. Oh, okay. I thought he said Mike, sir. I was like, what? I'm kind of slow too, so
Oh, we got one to Don English though.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is Don English, right? Not a one-eyed cat or
On the lawnmower.
he was
Shut up. Do you even know why I said that?
No, guess who won the? Guess who won the?
Don't tell me.
He told me to. He told me to tell you about it.
Unnamed project or
Unfinished project.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he donated one back, and so Don English won the other one.
He won with the most likes.
No. That's the 500 thing.
Oh.
This he won my little giveaway tonight. So
I give up.
she gives up. Yeah. Oh, the boss showed up at Big Mike's. Boy, I tell you, you know that's right.
Oh, shut up. You're a liar.
Oh, she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. She keeps me in line for the most part.
So you know she's got to be.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, she's a patient woman. She's a she's a patient woman. She let the cat out of the bag. Yeah. That's funny. That first drive of the Coronet was inspiring, huh? Should be happy you're culling your collection. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Well, I had about 5,000 cars, and I've whittled it down to about 1,500 or so. I haven't counted, but I'm just judging by the size of my boxes and my totes and my wall space. I'm going to say probably about 1,500. All right, Ed's Machine. Thank you, sir, for dropping in, man.
Great seeing you, Ed.
Yeah, don't all the women get their man in line? Well, I don't know if all of them do, but I know which one does. And there's the perfect response. That's all you need to know right there. Yes, dear. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Brother Bear, can you keep this going for just a second? I'm gonna go grab something really fast. I just want to show y'all
Sure thing.
something. I'll
Sure
be
thing.
right back.
So, any of y'all got a question out there or anything? You just want to shoot the bull for a while? Yeah, they sure try. I see we're sitting here talking about this, and Travis got an idea for a video. That's what it's all about right there. Just a little.
All right. So I'm gonna show you guys. Yes, dear. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys a custom 56 thumper. Welcome. All right, so I showed you all this one, the contest one. So this is a mainline Hot Wheels, right? This is their version of a custom. I'm like, yeah, it's custom-ish. I mean, it's all right. It's cool. Yeah, cool enough. So I can never
actually got one just like that. We call it Karen's F-bomb.
Right on. Well, you see, I can't leave good enough alone. So this is the one that I built right here with the bigger engine and the removable front clip. Where are we? The removable front clip. Because I can't leave well enough alone. And I redid the paint scheme on the bottom, put real riders on it, because like I said, I can't, and I changed the paint job. I put the metal flake paint in it and all that, because, you know, yeah, I'm that guy. So now if you look at these two head on, significant difference. Don't even look like the same truck.
That's cool.
Yeah. But that's the kind of stuff that I like to do. I love customizing Hot Wheels. One of these days I'll show you some more radical customs that I've done. I took a Hot Wheels art car. It was painted kind of like this Fox body Mustang, and turned it into a behemoth drag racing Fox body. And that's just one of my hobbies, And I love my favorite mainline Hot Wheel is probably the Roger Dodger. I've got Roger Dodgers all the way back to 1970. So, I don't know how many Roger Dodgers I have. Probably 60 different Roger Dodgers, all different paint schemes from different years and different sets. And, I love them. Did Hot Wheels make any 60 to 62 Plymouth Valiants? Now, I know Matchbox did, but the Hot Wheels brand, I don't believe they did. And I think the reason is because those weren't really in the muscle car type thing. Because if you think about when they first started out, Hot Wheels, they started out with Barracudas and Olds 442s. And I know a Cadillac Eldorado, a custom Eldorado is not really a muscle car, but it is a muscle car. Think about it, man. Those things they would move, those big old Eldorados. Those things weren't no joke, man. But they had the Boss Hoss, which was the Mustang, the Boss Mustang. And they had the heavy Chevy. And, all of those early Hot Wheels are, all of the muscle car era. Because that was what was hot at the time. And they just kind of progressed from there. Now they've gone back on some of them, like the custom, 50s cars and trucks, they could do the 57, try 5 Chevys. But the one thing is they'll do 55 Chevy gassers and they'll do 57 Chevys. But you almost never, they did, I think they've only had like 3 different releases of the 56 Chevy. So, it's like 56 just got left out. So
same thing in the parts world. If you get a 56, they're tough.
Yeah, I believe it.
And they're not the same.
Yeah. Tootsie Toy Car 57 DeSoto. Yeah. Cadillac blew it when they moved to the HT 4100. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I know my wife, she had a Cadillac CTS with that sport mode in it. That dude was fast.
Was it the supercharged one?
Yeah, and I took it down through the curves on what they call the pig trail here, down Highway 127 Highway 27 going south out of Eureka Springs. Man, it ain't no joke, son. That thing. Yeah, that thing's freaking awesome.
And they hug.
Oh,
they just
yeah.
hug the road.
Oh, yeah. And I tell you, and it shifts so, you don't even know when it's shifting really whenever you're going through the curves and stuff. And it does it pretty much all by itself. It's just awesome, man. But then she traded it.
You turn that button off and you put one foot on the brake and one on the gas. Oh, yeah. Hit that corner hard and stomp on the brake and dive the nose and spin her around. Oh, man, alive.
Well, and now we have a Subaru Crosstrek. Well, we moved out to the country, I mean, when we were on a chip and seal road, that's one thing, but on the dirt road, you know, that CTS was not quite the best. Now you see, I like that thumper. That's that sounds about right. You know, these cars don't hug the roads; they touch the roads inappropriately.
Oh, that needs to be a T-shirt right there.
There you go. There you go.
You'll make a
Hell,
mint selling them. Holy cow! Yeah.
yeah, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
I always wanted to take the front end out of a Eldorado
Yeah.
and stick it in. I want to stick one in a PT Cruiser. Take the front end out of
Why
the
not?
Eldorado and stick it in the back of a PT Cruiser. And then you
Yeah.
open the doors and the hatch. That's, to get into the engine bay, seal it off, and kind of get like an Angula kind
Yeah.
of look out of it.
Yeah, those Anglias are awesome. I've got some of those too. Yeah, I got some of those too. I've got quite a few hot rods. One of my favorite is the Passing Gasser. I don't know if you know that Hot Wheel, the Passing Gasser. I bet someone on here does. But yeah, it's done that with a Tornado front wheel drive, rear wheel drive conversion. Nice. John.
And that was a
Wow.
Tornado.
Where all
Rear
there
wheel?
is to drink coffee and all there is to eat is lettuce, and there are modern cat.
And it's
Are
not
you
that bad
drink?
of a conversion, Roadkill Buzz. It's actually not that hard to do.
I think that John has a really worked dream pattern or something. I mean, if all there is to eat is lettuce. Ah,
Did you keep the torsion bars, Buzz? Because I almost did that for that 55 Town Wagon, that Dodge. But that was a Seville, 81 Cadillac Seville
well,
with the 350 diesel in it.
I just threw that link back up if John wants to pop in for a minute and say howdy.
Airbags and 4-link.
John strikes me as a Mountain Dew guy. Yeah. Well, he does have a lot of energy, doesn't he?
Oh, I think it was Dizzy that asked me, am I going to paint the Ford? No, it took too long to get it to look just right. So when she's out in the rain in the heavy morning dew, she's just beautiful. So I'm just gonna. There's a company out there called Poppy's Patina, and it's made right here in the States. Little small company, and they make some of the best rub-on clear coat, and it's cheap. $100 will buy you enough to do 2 cars.
Nice. Yeah, I agree with Roy Boy. Lettuce ain't bad if there's a taco under it.
They actually reached out to sponsor me for this. They were going to send it to me, but I bought it because I love the company. They're tiny little company right there in Missouri.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of them. Yeah, see, I love the old patina, man. I just love the old patina. You know, that's why everybody's like, "You aren't going to paint that Charger?" I'm like, "No, I'm not going to paint that Charger. That is an original paint car, man. I mean, and it's really not that bad. I mean, it's got its share of cosmetic woes, but it's really not a bad car. It's, I mean, the paint has several places where it's faded, and more than the rest. But
That tells the story.
yeah, exactly. But it just shows the neglect of a stupid kid,
And that's the cool thing. It is your story because you've had it.
Right. Yeah.
You've had it since you had your license, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I've had it since I was 18. My
Mhm.
first one was the 68 Fury 3 when I was 16.
Oh,
I bought that.
right.
I bought the Fury 3 in 1984, and I paid $125 for it. The Charger I bought in 1986. The week I turned 18, I paid $1,000 cash for it, and I still got it.
On the inside, I'm doing a lot of airbrushing, yeah. And I'll show you a trick. Anybody can use it. It's super simple. People will
There's a
think you
video.
airbrushed it,
There's your video. Perfect.
and it costs you about $6.
Cool. Can't even eat cheese anymore, huh? Man, I'm sorry. I don't know if I could live if I couldn't eat cheese. I love cheese. You got fish to clean. Well, by golly, bring some over.
I got to paint the marvelous Miss Maisel under the hood. So
Well, I can't wait till get the 500. It's gonna be fun to find out what the name of my coronet is. I mean, it's the Hoopty for now, but I mean, it's got to have its own name, because this is just Hoopty number 1. You know what I mean? This is just Hoopty number 1, and maybe that might be the name. I don't know. All I know is that I'm gonna have more Hoopties. There will be many more Hoopties to come. So, Dawn, do me a favor before I forget. If you look at the end of my one of my videos, or if you look at the beginning of my channel page, you can find my email and email me so I can get your address so I can send you that truck.
Everybody needs more hoopties.
Well, yeah.
oh yeah,
You can't have too many Hoopties.
True that.
I've had Hoopties my whole life, and I mean, I've had some of the hooptiest of Hoopties. I had a Plymouth Champ that got it got stolen out of the parking lot at my work, and the cops found it 3 days later in a ditch, and they were like, "Man, it looks like they really ran and put that thing to the ringer." And I was like, "I didn't see any damage." Yeah, it was like, what? Oh, yeah, they really did. Yeah. But it started with a screwdriver. So,
Did you want me to give him your address, Don? Because I got his address. I could send it to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just want to text that to me. That'd be great.
Sure,
Yeah.
no problem.
Cool. Right on. Yeah, Don, I'll just have Brother Bear text it to me, and then I'll just I'll send that out to you Monday morning.
Somebody had a good day.
Yeah, I know.
To go with a pair of gloves. See?
Yeah, there you go. All right, Thumper. Well, what are you making for us? Said he's going to go make some food. Well, that's kind of, broad. Yeah, a Plymouth Champ 2, an automatic. Traded it for my first new car in 1980s. I didn't know you could trade one of those for a new car.
Plymouth Champ, the Dodge Colt. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dodge Omni. Yeah, the Champ's ugly little cousin. Yeah, they're great though. That little Plymouth Champ, man, it got great gas mileage and it was dependable. It was a good little car. I've also had 2 Chevy Chevettes. Yeah.
Jewel of
I've
the automotive industry right there.
I'm telling you, right? Yeah, they did something when they built that.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to say what they did, but
Is shit the bed appropriate for this lifestyle?
pretty much. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty easy to get along with. Oh, goodness gracious.
I remember
77
when you could
Colt.
pick them up for like $50, $100.
I paid $75 for it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I started it with a screwdriver, dude. I mean,
Weren't those the days, man? 2-digit automobiles.
Nice.
Go out and pick something up for $75 and put a little bit of effort into it.
Right.
And, boom.
And just
Man,
have
you're
fun.
rolling.
Nice. Well, welcome, Jason.
Those and Datsun B210s. Boy, I went through a lot of them.
I love those, man. I love that body style.
Now I do. Back then, we didn't care one bit because, like I said, it was $50 car.
Yeah. Well, my best friend growing up, his sister had a little Mustang too. That we may or may not have borrowed that car and took it for a joyride. And it didn't.
The beautiful thing is the Mustang 2 has finally been demoted from the ugliest Mustang ever. Have you guys seen that new Mustang Mach-E?
What the heck is that?
It's atrocious, man. Come up with a new name for crying out loud.
Yes.
Yeah, not a Mustang. Thank you very much.
They did the same thing with the Maverick.
Yeah.
Those cars have legacy.
They absolutely do, and it's what, you can't pay enough dudes in there to come up with another name for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Because if they think they're keeping the Mustang crowd loyal, let me go out and buy one of those atrocious, look like virtually everything else in that front end. Oh my gosh, it's just that's some ugly stuff.
It's kind of like what they did, kind of like whenever they changed over the Impala. And I was like, what? And the GTO, I was like, what? Stop it.
Going from that, what they had with the SS and, the 4th generation B-body stuff, especially the late mid 90s and 94, 95, 96 Impalas.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some sweet automobiles. And what they went to after that, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
They should have learned from Mopar when Mopar brought the Daytona back.
I know. I had an 86 Dodge Charger. It wasn't the Daytona, but it was the base model Charger. Oh my gosh, was it gutless? It was terrible. I was so sick to my stomach. I thought, well, it says Charger, I got to give it a try.
Those cars are only good as rental cars with full coverage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh, I'll never forgive Dodge for what they stuck the nameplate on it.
Yeah, that's me at the rental car counter. Full coverage? Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Beat the tar out of this thing.
Hell out of it.
Yeah. This thing might get squirrely.
One never knows.
You never know.
That's funny.
Oh.
Then you get an orange one, and you get some of those magnetic, door stickers with the 01 on it, and you slap them on the side and just give her hell.
Amen. Amen.
Hey guys.
Hey Travis.
Hey, what's crap?
Hey, I had to jump in real quick and tell you about my it was actually a Laser, but it's the same car as the Charger back then,
Laser, yeah.
It had that 2.2 turbo 5-speed. Pretty cool car, right? Kind of quick for what it was. But it talked to you. It was one of those that had the voice that would tell you things about the car.
Yeah.
Really?
And it was messed up though, because it would say like your door is low, your fuel is ajar, It really would.
Your fuel is a jar?
Yes.
Nice.
Did you buy it in Arkansas?
Nice. It must have been.
But
Oh
but
my
the thing
gosh.
is, because there was definitely an electrical problem with it. Every 2 weeks, I'd have to take it back to the dealership and have a new starter put on it.
Huh?
You gonna come by?
Every 2 weeks.
You telling
Wow.
me to give you money?
Hmm?
I thought you were
Yeah.
saying give me money.
I always want your money, honey. I tried to get Mama Hoopty to come over here and say hello, but she's being camera shy. I think she's been
Feeling
hanging out
bashful?
around. I think she's been hanging out around Unfinished Project a little too much. She's
Oh, boy. Dark
I-
sport will do that to
Is
you.
Unfinished Project
Yeah.
going to go to No Name Nationals?
huh?
Unfinished Project going to go to No Name Nationals?
I hope he
You
is.
better.
Well,
I want all my
you're
cars
probably gonna
back.
walk around with a fence. You know, like on the Tim Allen show, where the
Yeah.
guy had
Right. That's
a fence where you can just see his eyes.
That's what I was saying. He need to do. He need to just Instead, he's going to be walking around with a sewing machine.
He's going to be like, is this like Tim Allen where the neighbor always has his mouth covered?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
Let's see. Torch
Oh, yeah.
returned with 2,000 in 2000 with mud over the roof and numbers written in mud on the doors. Did it have an 01 on there? That's hilarious.
Right on. You got to exercise those rentals.
Yeah.
They're all
That's
going to
awesome.
make it, John. They're all going to make it.
Oh yeah. Well, I tell you, we were on vacation. We rented a satellite Sebring convertible, and one of the newer ones. And man, I tell you what, that thing was a hoot. Full coverage is awesome.
It's like there's no curbs.
Right. Yeah. Or speed limits. Or stop signs.
It's unreal what those cars will do
Well,
with coverage.
The fastest car in the world is a rental.
Amen, brother.
There you
Amen,
go.
brother. That's one
At
of
least-
my bar questions. You quiz somebody, man, what's the fastest car in the planet? You get all kinds. Oh, it's a Ferrari or a testosterone or something. It's, no, dude, rental car.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I don't know if it's necessarily fastest, but it's definitely the most comfortable. Because you ain't worried about none of it. I don't think the satellite name was on that car, just Sebring. He might be right about that. But it came from the satellite. What you got, son?
Do you want some tea?
Oh.
Do you want some?
Yes, I would like some. Thank you. My son's making me some tea. I've got this dang congestion and allergies and all this stuff, and he's making me some mint tea out of our.
What do you got? You got the springtime pollen jive going on?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I get it real bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm probably going to have to wrap this up here pretty quick because I'm fixing to lose my voice, and it's going to be all downhill from there. And then it's going to be NyQuil and bedtime. But yeah,
That's
he's
what I've
going to.
been hitting every night too.
Well, you
Yeah.
want to stay downhill, man. You should have seen Alive a couple of nights ago, man. I made the absolute dumb shit mistake of starting Chantix and having a couple of cocktails. Holy shit.
Oh man, that worked out right.
Yeah, it became an instant leader.
Ooh, I just heard a lot of background noise. I don't know where that came from, but
It might be
wife
for
was
me. My
wondering
daughter's
how your
playing
dreams
piano.
were.
yeah. Yeah, we have some mint. We have sweet mint growing out here. We grow our own pretty much everything. And so the boy went out and picked some to make me some tea and put some honey in it and all that stuff.
That sounds like some proper offspring right there.
Yeah, he's a good boy. I'll tell you what, this is my last one. He's my surprise. He's 15. My others are from 26 to 23. And I tell everyone, this one here, he's my reward for not holding the oldest boy down until the bubbles quit coming up. 'Cause I'm telling you,
I might
I
have
know
to
where you're
steal
coming
that
from.
yeah. I mean, that oldest boy, I love him to death. He was a mess. He's coming out of it now. He's 23, almost 24, but you
Yeah,
know,
give me 1 second. I got to close a door here.
all right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good boy. He is a good boy, Jason. He really is. He's helps me with the garden. He helps me with all kinds of stuff around here. He's a sure enough hand. And here in a couple of weeks, he's going to be helping me haul hay and put hay up in the loft in the barn and all that. And so, yeah, we still do that around these parts.
When do you guys get your first cut?
Probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks. We've
Wow,
got.
you guys are early.
Oh yeah, we're already almost knee high. Yeah,
Wow.
and it's headed out really well too. I mean, it's heading out really well. It's got a lot of nutrition in it, and it's supposed to be really dry and hot here for the next week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good cut. So yeah, I might even post a video of us loading up some hay and throwing it up in the barn, just a little short or whatever, you know. That's what I like to do. I like to throw in a short of, you know, real stuff too. You know, what we really
Break it
do.
up.
Yeah.
Mixes it up, man. Mixes it up and shows folks you're, you know, the real deal.
Right. Well,
But, you know,
I'm an old, fat, broke down man, but I can still throw hay.
but you know, speaking about the shorts, I think I finally made it on YouTube. I've gotten 2 trolls already.
Perfect.
Right. Success.
Nice.
Success.
Well, maybe when I break
Oh.
500, I will too.
Well, this last one, he was complaining that I posted too many shorts, and I responded to him. I said, "Thank you for your input." That's all I put.
You got to feed them a little bit, or they wither.
Yeah. Well, apparently he
What's
has.
his name? He might be mine too, because I got one too.
I can't. His name's like this long. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, his name's probably.
Yeah.
His name is probably what? Chantix and a couple of beers.
Easy now. Easy now. Hey, like we were talking earlier, Mike, though, when I was kind of mentioning that, you know, these guys talking about channel audits and that kind of jive.
Yeah.
It's guys like that. It's guys like that because, you know, people do. If they're doing that kind of jive often enough, they're getting reported often enough. And that is the stuff that YouTube spends their time on. Again, most of these channels that are involved in the no-name nationals, don't take this the wrong way, but YouTube doesn't give a rat's ass about you. They're not focused on you in any way, shape, or form.
I like that.
They're not exercising any efforts on you. But that's, you know, something to kind of beware of. Those trolls, they do flock to newer channels because they know that these newer channels are itching and aching for subscribers. And instead of getting banned, if they, you know, do their troll thing, you're going to let them ride, as opposed to either blocking from the channel or banning them, that kind of thing. I mean, it's all part of the troll game.
Right. Well,
And that's a lot different than the ones that throw a link and all of that wacko stuff.
Oh, the spam stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The link posters are, aren't they?
Those are probably.
Odd.
Has anyone else come across the ones that are virtually undeletable?
Uh-uh. Not yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah. Been there, done that, got a t-shirt, bumper sticker, and I'm about to get a freaking troll tattoo here pretty quick.
Oh, nice. Can I pick the hair color?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah.
You
Well, I
must be
don't.
talking
Well,
about
I
like
do.
Mike. You must be visualizing the little troll figurines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So you got it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Buzz, you might know the answer to this. I've been wondering this, and I can't figure it out. You know, when I look at the analytics on views for a video, it's got like regular views and then unique views. What's a unique view? Do you know?
A unique view.
A unique view. Hold on a second. Let me bring my junk up real quick.
So that's one unique up on it, and don't let it see you viewing it.
There you go.
It's like a voyeur.
Well, generally speaking, I mean, as far as analytics go, unique means a single individual. As opposed to somebody that's coming back, very common in how-to and DIY videos. People will come back time and time again as they're going through the video and trying to figure out what they got to do, and they're backing stuff up and they're thinking they've got it, and it's no, go pull that video back up again. And that account will generate 3 views, 4 views, et cetera,
Okay.
et cetera. Generally speaking, I mean, by definition, a unique view is a single individual that has given you a single view. But
Yeah.
Because I tried Googling and stuff, and it went off a different rabbit hole, and I knew that wasn't what I was looking for.
Tell you what, man, I'm about halfway poking through your site, man. I'm going to make a note right now to append that to. I'll give you a solid answer on that.
Okay. I mean, it's not nothing real important. I was just kind of curious about it.
No, but I feel you, and I don't like it when I don't have a good answer, and I don't have a other than generally speaking, a unique is a single person that's giving you a single view.
Okay.
The most simply described YouTube viewer.
Okay.
You guys can see how old school I am. I'm going to actually use a freaking pencil sharpener.
Man,
Right on.
Hey, you don't have one of those school ones that bolt to the wall that you use the crank?
I was just going to
That
say,
go electric?
I've got one of those with a Hearst shift handle on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll
That
post
is
it.
awesome.
of course you do.
See if I can get the camera, man.
Boy, I must have had a lot of trolls in because, boy, my sub count was all over the place for a while. Especially when I got up to, what was it, 4? Yeah, I hit 460 so many times because I was doing engine shout outs for everybody. I think I did 460 shout outs for different people. But I went all the way up to like 479, 478, and went right back to 420. Boom. And then they would slowly come back. And I noticed a lot of them, because a lot of, you can go into the new subs and stuff.
Mhm.
A lot of the ones that were popping back to me, they were coming from lives, when I'd participate in the lives and stuff. And everybody saying, hey, yeah, go sub and everything. A lot of that was there. They would slowly come back.
Sorry, I heard that a lot of these times, like I would have subscribed to some channels and then it would pull me back off. And some of my, I was just trying to keep up in the chat, and I would go ahead and sub, and then I figured I'd go back later and check out their content, helping someone get over the hump. They needed 5 or 10 or 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I would go back to look at their content, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. why am I not subscribed to them?
Yeah.
And it's like YouTube yanked me off of them. And someone was saying that when someone subs to a channel a newer channel like that, they need to watch a video, they sub and they like a video all at the same time to keep from getting kicked off of that subscription. I don't know if that's true. I
found that on a how-to video on YouTube about subscribing to channels and new channel stuff.
Yeah.
And they were saying that you need to at least like one of the videos of a channel to stay with it, and to stay with that channel, especially if you're a new channel.
Comment.
Yeah,
yeah,
or some way of interacting with that channel besides just subbing to it.
Even LB, I like LB. I've liked him ever since I first seen him. I had to sub him 3 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to sub him twice.
And I don't know why.
YouTube don't like him because he wears a 1776 shirt.
You might not be far off the mark.
Yeah,
I wasn't able to. I was going to try. You can share files, but I couldn't share. So I printed it out. There you go. Whoops.
Oh, hold on. Well, I'm getting ready to upload a video.
The fastest pencil sharpener you'll see, man.
I bet. That's awesome.
I've got one on my drill press too. You can drill really quick with it.
I bet. How many RPMs is that?
Oh, I can't even count that high, bro.
I was going to say, is that like 8,500 redline or what?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
You need the button on the side.
Yeah, there you go.
Go, baby, go. Yeah.
Watch that pencil
Just
disappear.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Dean,
funny.
what's cracking out there, brother?
Trying to get this new video uploaded. Here we go.
Yeah, she's a ripper. That's funny.
But that was a strange thing that I found all the way through. But I never let it get to me, though. If they pulled subs from me, I just jumped out there and I hit more.
Yeah.
See, but the point is they're not pulling subs from you. They're just nuking ratty accounts. In so much as don't think for a moment that it's something you're doing wrong. You know what I mean? It's not you. It's not your channel. It's not your content quality or anything along those lines. It's, man, they're troll accounts, and every so often they just get nuked. And if you've had a few subscribe to your stuff, you're going to lose a few. But understand that's what it is. It's not, again, that you're doing something wrong yourself. So, don't take it personal.
Oh, I didn't.
Well,
I'm a duck on water.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. I don't mean don't take it personal, like you're something,
Totally.
But it's not anything you're doing wrong. Nothing to do with you. In probably 99.9% of the case. You start looking at the stats of trolls and the amount of accounts that get created every single freaking day. Some of these morons have got dozens and dozens and dozens of accounts. It's and a lot of them are machine generated. And it does. It just takes
Ooh, boy, I got loud.
sounds like Baghdad, man.
It was. Did you just have a flyover over there?
That wasn't on my end, but I was about ready to take cover, man.
Right. I want to say, are they landing in my field or what?
check for crop circles in the morning, man.
Right.
It's aliens. I seen them. The trolls have landed.
We started talking about them. They came in heavy and hot.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Bot accounts, Jason's Garage. Absolutely. Bot accounts. Some of them are human, some of them are machine. And the real gripe is these days. I mean, those bot accounts, they're making them smart enough to where it takes a while for the various systems out there to discover oh, and then nukes them.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
I,
a real
I
pain in the
figured
ass.
that
My
timing
Facebook
had a lot
page,
to do with it too.
yeah, with my Facebook page, it's sizable. I've got 450,000 followers, so it attracts a lot of attention. And I mean, it's darn near a full-time job keeping those idiots at bay.
I bet. And that's why when we were talking earlier, let me get some light here. We were talking earlier about, channel growth and all that. I'm not worried about trying to get big. Not at all, man. I don't need those headaches. That's why I, retired from the job I was doing where we had 24 guys working for us at one time, and trying to keep up with all that mess and working for 15 different builders and, stuff like that. I don't need the headaches.
Man, again, with your fantastic introduction to the channel earlier today, for example, I've got a really clear idea of what you're after, man. You're retired. You want to have some fun. You want to work on what you want to work on. And don't sweat the troll thing. Every now and again, if you got to, nuke a BS comment. But I mean, you won't find actual bots and that kind of stuff because the humans are going after the newer accounts. The human trolls are going after the new accounts because they understand a newer account is going to be wanting to have a new subscriber. But the bots, generally speaking, they're focusing on the sizable stuff. You shouldn't. Even if you got 5, 10, 15,000, it shouldn't be much of a bother, honestly. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Right on. Yeah, well, that's what I plan to do. Just keep on keeping on. Hey, welcome, Blake, man. I appreciate you stopping in. I got the heavy hitters here.
Oh yeah, you're getting popular, ain't you?
Well, I don't know about all that, but I got some heavy hitters in the house.
I'm just a little fish in a big pond.
Yeah, I'm just a little tadpole in a big lake.
That is amazing, though, what No Name has done for all of us. I mean, you got Bad Tree in your chat there. You got, Jason's Garage. And you got Hubby, who just started. That everybody's in here.
And then
John Wilburn.
Right. I mean, it's just like, wow, man. I'm humbled. I'm very humbled.
You were pushing pretty concurrent viewers there for a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
that's relatively respectable, my friend.
Well, the thing is I generally have about 25% viewership of my subs, at least on my videos, and 25 to 30% pretty much all the way through, so I feel like that I'm doing pretty well,
And like he was saying, who was it that was saying that if you get 10% of your subscribers to watch within the first 24 hours, it's a hit. So if you follow that, and then of course it grows more after that, but that's way over that.
Well, I just know there are so many channels out there for people to watch. And I get that because I go through and I get up early. Like this morning, I was up at 4:40 a.m. on a Saturday. And I'm catching up with all my YouTube videos of everybody for 2.5, 3 hours while everybody else is sleeping in there. I'm in here catching up with videos, drinking my coffee, getting my day ready to go and all that stuff, and, then I catch up. I comment on people's videos, and do all that stuff. But when you've got 200, 220 subscriptions, and like 15, 16, 18 of them drop a video overnight, you're like, holy crap, man.
Yeah, it's a lot to watch sometimes.
It is, but I don't sleep a lot, so I mean, it's whatever.
Sleep is for pansies,
Oh.
brother. Sleep is for pansies.
Yeah.
And Buzz, I think I found another evergreen tool review. I've got one video that just won't die, and it's a stupid video on those work lights.
Right on. Yeah.
So they're not just the how-to, but that one's still pulling every morning. And it says the 3 top ones. That one's always in there.
Right on. Evergreen is the most wonderful thing. If you're able to figure that out, it's a wonderful world. It really is. Again, Big Mike, for example, he's into this. He's just documenting what he's doing in his retirement, and man, that's a comfortable, easy thing to watch. He's not trying to sell you anything. He's actually trying to give you free stuff.
Right.
He's trying to cull the collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
something else to go with that. I was going to ask you about, and it goes with this. I've been approached by 3 companies they'll send me stuff if I do a video on it. I'm scared to open the email though, because of what happened to
very,
Country Boy.
very, very well.
Yeah.
If you're a smaller channel, be very, very wary. Look super close at the link. And sometimes another real key is you can hover, not click on, but just hover your mouse over the link. And that doesn't work on a cell phone. It'll work on a laptop or a desktop. But it'll say something like, Big Dan's Tool Company or some shit. But when you hover over it, it's, it looks like a bunch of hieroglyphics and no vowels and that kind of jive. If you're seeing that kind of thing, just delete it. None of the viable sponsors are going after tiny channels. They're just not. There are exceptions. There's I can't remember the name of the company, but they put out LED headlamp, for example. They've been, they kind of found their niche with some of the smaller channels, and they're legit.
That's one of them.
If you want, I can look up. I've got their data saved. I got to look it up. But we can see if that matches up, and if you want to jump on that, because they'll send you some lights out if you sell some with their promo code.
I don't want to take my channel in that direction though.
Then just get rid of that.
Especially right now. I just wanted to, why would they want me? So, and then after what happened to Country Boy, just to kind of let
Country
people know
Boy
about
is
that.
exactly. He was targeted because he was pushing 20,000 at the time that he lost his account. He was a prime target, and what they were after his viewership. And what they actually did, I mean, thank gosh, YouTube picked up on it and deleted the account, since restored it. But their goal was, and what happened to him was he clicked the link, little piece of software installed, passwords recovered, and the poor guy's channel essentially belonged to him, man. I mean, it was really, really ugly. So yeah, be wary about that. If you're a small channel and you got people reaching out with sponsorship opportunities, you're welcome. Honestly, if you got one that's in question, forward it to me. I will. I'll look at it, figure out, you can also, depending on the type of email you're using, do a right mouse click. This won't work on mobile, but it'll work on a laptop or a desktop. Right mouse click, view the source, and you may or may not know what you're looking at when you view the source code, because I mean, it's a shit ton of text. But you can see if the actual URL, that link that looks, when you view it in your email, it looks legit. Again, Big Dan's Tool Company, but behind the scenes, it's, a bunch of consonants.ru or something like that. any of you guys that have ever got a question about, hey, is this legit? Forward me the email. It's roadkillcustoms@gmail.com.
Thank you, Buzz.
Plus, man, I'm a member of every organization that's out there, SEMA, and all of the other business, organizations and whatnot. I've just acquired those memberships and whatnot over the year. With tens and tens and tens of thousands of members. So, I mean, I can check and see if somebody's saying there's something, I can tell you if that's legit or not.
Okay.
But
One
yeah,
of them was like LED headlights. marker
there is a legitimate LED headlight guy out there. I don't think I can put my fingertip on that particular company here in a hurry, but I've got their data, and I can tell you, what the company name is. It's a funky name. It's just eluding me right now. You can't.
I think I know which one you're talking about. They review all the LED headlights and stuff.
This is like a strap-on rechargeable.
Oh, okay, okay, that kind of headlight, not car headlights.
Both
Exactly.
of them. There was two companies. One of them, and I think it was because of my Minion hat I was wearing all winter long.
Oh, I love that thing. That thing was awesome.
I don't even know the name of that one.
That
I bought it at a grocery store.
That might well be that legit LED headlamp company that is reaching out, and for exactly that reason. But again, if you're in doubt, be happy to review any of those emails, and I'll just give you a thumbs up or thumbs down, on whether they're legit or not.
Sure.
And if it looks like it's legit, if it kind of half-ass smells legit, again, I can run it up against these company databases and find out, is that person actually employed at that company, or is it some jackass out there trying to spoof you?
Well, people wouldn't do that.
If they send it to me, I'm going to give a brutal, honest one on it.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty good. Dalton Summit with Pole Barn Garage got hit with the LED light guy, and he sent out some lights, and Dalton's using them. He says, man, these things are great. I ordered a couple. The company is completely legit.
Okay.
But because there's one out there that's legit, that's getting guys like us to talk about this, saying, hey, there's a headlamp company out there. that of course manifests 48 other jerk offs that are trying to take it to the cleaners, man.
And somebody
I just sent you an email.
Devastated.
Yeah, please do. Be happy to review it. I've got a lot of experience in that kind of stuff. My son, however, he's the white hat hacker type. He's an internet security guy. If I can't figure it out, he can. You know how these kids are these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know the stuff we don't know.
Right.
It takes me 10 minutes to answer the phone.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I hear the phone ring and I answer the remote.
Just don't answer the iron.
Right. Oh goodness.
Seriously,
But Buzz, I just shot you. I just shot you an email. I hope it went to the right place.
Gentlemen, I need 2 seconds here. I will be right back. I gotta go get it. I gotta grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Travis, that was just a link to your channel?
Yes.
Right on, man. I've started looking at your stuff. I've not yet completed it, however.
Oh, that's fine. I just want to give you my email so you can email me whenever you get a chance.
Thankfully, the number of people that have reached out for, some sort of feedback on their stuff, it's been, there's at least 3 or 4 dozen people that a bunch of them I've already responded to. But I'm really pleased that, minimally people are saying, yeah, man, what have you got to say? What suggestions do you have? So people are hoping to improve their junk. And hopefully I can give them some I've gotten some responses. What was the channel that these guys, this was the best one I got yet. What the heck was their channel? Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, Dean, Thunderhead is an awesome channel. I'm glad to see him back.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so Nivlak 57. You guys familiar with that guy? It's Calvin spelled backwards, number 57.
Okay.
He's got, not necessarily a tiny channel. I can't remember what his actual subscribers are, but he's up there. He sends, hey, just wanted to drop you a note and give some feedback. The implementation of the instruction from the workshops and the plugs on your site have doubled our traffic and sub rate per day. There you go.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Cool.
I was pretty tickled to get that. And some others have said the same thing. Those guys that have taken some time and worked on their titles and their descriptions. I'm getting feedback that I rarely like to make promises or even suggestions in terms of the amount of time it takes to see results from that kind of stuff. Because it's YouTube scans, things like descriptions and titles. Generally speaking, that's something else to be aware of. Before you actually put your video public, do the best you can with title and the description. And it doesn't have to be Encyclopedia Britannica. Man, you need... Yikes!
It's
They're
way
coming
too
in
under
again.
controls.
Yeah, again, but before you send your video public, make sure your title is as dialed in as you can possibly get it, and make sure you've got roughly 2 or 3 sentences. Your description doesn't have to be, some people say, roughly 200 to 300 words. What shows up above the fold is the first 2 or 3 sentences. And if you can, if you're working on the oil pump on a 1950, Chevrolet sedan delivery or whatever, and you've got that in the title, and you repeat those terms in the first couple of sentences in the description, having both of those things, oil pump and the year, make, and model in the title and the description, that gives you what they call relevant. But the key is getting that stuff dialed in before you set something public. Once it's set public, generally speaking, their crawlers are going to hit it immediately. Okay, what do we got? New piece of content, fresh video. Who do we show this thing to? What's the current title? What's the current description? They'll take what you put when you put it public, and they'll assume it's good to go. And they won't come back for a while. So if you go back in there at some point and edit it, you do have to kind of play the waiting game to wait for the system to come back and reread the title. It doesn't necessarily happen when you click Save Changes. That is arguable also, but generally speaking, in my experience, it takes a while for it to come back and, understand you've improved your title, you've improved your description. Now start showing it in a better position as far as the search results goes. And the other thing I've been seeing that I've been talking to people about that are putting these, and it's not everybody, but the folks that are putting laundry lists of tags in their description, man, you are shooting yourself in the foot. More than 6 tags, give or take, you're going to start getting not only ignored, but demoted. Worse than ignored. Roughly 2 to 6 tags in the description. There's two kind of tags. There's tags and there's hashtags. Tags are the ones that show up above the video title on the YouTube. Those ones when you're when you're on the upload screen and or the the video details, you got to click show more, and it gives you an opportunity to tag stuff. That is the prime place to tag no name nationals and the make and model of a vehicle that you're working on. For example, if you want to pop a couple more oil pump or shock absorbers or airbag suspension or whatever else you're working on in the description, go for it. But beyond about these guys that are putting 20 of them in the description of their video, they're working on an oil pump and they're tagging intake. You will be demoted again, not just ignored, but you'll be forced below all the people that are getting ignored. And here's why: because the machine is able to figure out if what you're actually working on is an oil pump. You're trying to bring people in with the term intake. What's going to happen? The viewer is going to be disappointed because their question was not answered.
Makes sense.
The long and the short of it. Does that make sense?
I've been using the rule of, you can put a whole bunch, you can fill the whole description with hashtags if you want, but it'll only allow so many above your title before it drops them off, and then you got to see them down below. If I can't see it in the title part, I don't want them in the description then. So it limits me to just, like you said, 1 or 2 or 3.
The
here and
most,
there.
as far as the YouTube search goes, the first 2 or 3 sentences, when you're on a desktop system and you load your video and you've got a couple of sentences worth of text, and below that is the show more button, right? That text at the top, make it the most important.
It's the gold. Yeah.
That is the gold. That is the most important stuff. The first roughly 150 characters are what YouTube's looking for in terms of search results, because they're assuming that you're not going to put the most important stuff at the bottom of your description. They're assuming you're going to put it at the top.
No, you're just talking in the description, not the video tags that are down below.
Well, I'm talking about the description, because in most cases, people are putting the tags at the bottom of their description.
Oh, okay.
Right. Follow me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been working again with the conversation, or when you're filling it out, like I'm working on a 1958 Ford hashtag big block,
Yes.
and using that for so that you're reading it'll be blue with a hashtag, but it's still the word and you're reading the description.
Yeah, no,
to try to get away from looking like spam.
Great approach. And and hashtags in the titles, man, that is verboten, people. With one exception, the no name nationals, simply because it is in fact a trending tag. It will serve to get you more views because people are following it. With the sheer number of videos and the sheer number of mentions that the no name nationals tag is generating, you can use that to your advantage. But all of the other tags in a video title, put those in the description. It'll give you the same love, but you don't look like Joe Spammer. And people look at that stuff. They really, really do. The other thing is with the titles, man, there's 100 characters. Use them. You don't have to. if you're really thinking about what you're doing and what you're working on, you're gonna think 100 characters ain't enough because you're working on a 1975 Chevrolet Impala that eats up already, 30-ish. Whatever part you're working on, all those things need to be as close to the beginning of the title as possible. The earlier in the title, the more weight YouTube gives it, and the earlier in the description, the more weight YouTube gives it. With really long descriptions, a lot of time that's why you'll see, people have got sponsorship links and go buy a t-shirt and all that stuff. Because generally speaking, that latter text is ignored in terms of YouTube search. The first, roughly 100.5 characters are the magic. And as much as possible, get terms that are used in those first several sentences and the title. Have matches in there. If it's a 1975 Chevrolet Impala you're working on, have that in the title, have that in the description. That tells YouTube this video is without a doubt about a 1975 Chevrolet Impala. So if somebody goes to search that in YouTube search, they know it's they're going to bring you up, and that's what you want.
And in that case, it's good to put Chevy and Chevrolet, right?
Yes, especially in the case of Chevy and Chevrolet. You don't necessarily want to duplicate it in the title, but because you put Chevy in the title because it's fewer characters and it gives you more opportunity to work with. But down in the description where you've got 5,000 characters to work with, put the full-on Chevrolet. So you got them. And, YouTube is now run by Google. Google knows Chevy and Chevrolet are the same thing. So when it sees Chevy in the title and Chevrolet in the body, you're getting that relevance love, if that makes sense.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Chevy's kind of unique in that, in so much as it's one of the most used shortened. I can't even think of another example of, a manufacturer that is, Caddy maybe, but if somebody's searching for something about a Cadillac, they're putting in Cadillac. Chevy's kind of unique in that respect.
And that's why I stopped. That, and it looks like you were saying spammy in your title description, the title part. If you got the hashtag in there, that's like taking up valuable space that you can be putting better stuff in there. And then put the hashtags, down in the description. So they're up here a little tiny. So you can double duty it that way.
Yes. You are singing the algorithm song and dancing the algorithm dance, my friend.
I don't understand it, but I'm dancing.
Generally speaking, there's no real importance in understanding the algorithm. It's not published. Most everything everyone that's talking about it, they're surmising things. There's no actual fact out there in the world. But again, if you're thinking about what you're doing and using full proper terms that somebody might be typing into the search bar, again, 1975 Chevrolet Impala, cooling system, oil pump, disc brake conversion, or whatever it is that you're doing, use the terms that you think somebody might possibly type in and want to learn something about, whether you're doing whether you're doing a how-to or DIY video or not. If it's just hey, I'm fucking around with my Chevy Impala today, you still want to attack the title and the description in the same manner, as if there is something specific to learn there, because it will help you gain a higher spot in the search results.
And the cap lock emphasize, to emphasize with cap lock what it's going to be about, the boom factor with that. I'm noticing a return on that now.
It's if anybody doubts that, go look at Vice Grip Garage's titles. Go look at how they do them. It's it's 1975 Chevy Impala dash. Will it start in capitals? Because that's what that's what it's a Chevy Impala, capitalized Chevy, of course, capitalized Impala, of course. Um, Another thing with the 4-digit years, if you put in the 4-digit year in your title and or your description, you can kind of like Chevy and Chevrolet, you can mix it up. If you want to use the :75, for example, in the title, but use 1975, Google and YouTube are smart enough to figure out they can put either a 20 in there or a 19 in there, depending on what the circumstances are, especially when it's determined that the content is automotive.
Sweet. So now I'm going to email you the address and the phone number to Mrs. Krukenberg, and I want you to chew her ass because she failed me in English twice for that.
Right on. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, give me 90 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, this is working out good because I'm uploading a video right now and I'm tweaking the title and stuff. And I'm listening to Buzz, and that's helping me with this, getting this title right on this one.
You need to be careful with that, Travis. I heard tweaking and buzz.
I haven't taken any Xanax or drinking any beer, so I'm good.
Hey, Max Wedge, I'm glad you dropped in, man. We're all just sitting here having a good time. Yeah, I figure we'll probably go about another 10 minutes or so. We're coming up on 3 hours. Can you believe that?
Wow.
3 hours.
I was
What
going
in
to
the
go
world?
on after you, Brother Hoop, but I think I'm going to call her good after this one.
I'm telling you, I was just thinking, well, you know what? I'm probably going to be on there for an hour or something because my throat is sore as devil, man. My throat's as sore as a wife that you forgot her birthday, man. You know, I'm telling you. But and then all of a sudden, you get to talking, and there's so many good people in the comments, in the live chat, and man, it's just that's the coolest thing about this whole deal is the cool people that you make friends with, and get to just hang out and chat. I mean, this is like what we'd be doing if y'all were here. We'd be hanging out chatting, except I'd have some ribs or something going on the grill out back, or I'd have a brisket on the smoker or something like that, But this is what we'd be doing if we were all hanging out here at the farm, I wish you guys were down here, man, because May the 28th, Saturday, Memorial Day weekend, I'm roasting a whole hog in my smoker.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
I've got 150-gallon smoker with a rotisserie in it, and I smoke a whole 125-pound hog.
And my paper's that big, man.
I'm telling you, and if it wasn't for this one hand not working right, I could keep it rolled tight, but but no, man.
I'm only probably about 4 hours from you over here by Memphis.
Yeah, you're actually
you're by
close.
Memphis. You're probably I think you're about 6.5 hours. Come on over.
Where you at, Big Mike?
We're in Southwest Missouri. We're right above Northwest Arkansas. We're there's a little town called Pea Ridge. Well, we're north of Pea Ridge.
What's your nearest medium-sized city? I'm in Jeff City.
Well, you're in Jeff City? Well, so Cassville, Monette, Joplin.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So if you split between Joplin and Monette or Springfield and go straight down between those two, then that's about where we're at. But we're right on the line. I mean, seriously, if we drive out of our driveway and drive across the creek, we're in Arkansas.
Wow, you're that close.
Yeah, we're there. We switched counties. That's all. Yeah.
Hey, here's one other thing about Vice Grip Garage. I mean, the guy's numbers are astronomical. Here's something he's developed himself into. I mean, if anybody wants to school themselves up on titles and whatnot, that dude or who's ever doing his titles is a freaking technician. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They are picture perfect, absolutely supremely executed every single time. So again, if you're looking for examples of how to do it or that kind of thing, Vice Grip Garage is a great place to start. You know, how he's using his capitalization, what he's choosing to capitalize, and that kind of stuff.
Right on. Just kind of look at his format.
Yeah. I think when I took off, I think we left off at tweaking and buzz. You say you're struggling with the title?
Where we at?
Did you mention you were struggling with the title on one of your videos?
No, this was actually helping me set up the newest video,
Oh, right on.
and I was changing the title around because I'm uploading it right now, and I think I got it pretty good with the tips you were giving me. So maybe it'll do good on this one.
Maybe Kansas.
Yeah, again, one of those things, because you're uploading right now, you have yet to set it actually public. Generally speaking, whenever I upload to unlisted. Because
that's the way I do it.
Unlisted.
It gives you an opportunity to go in there and tweak it if you want to, massage it a little bit before you actually set it public. When you set it public, that's when it matters. If it's private or unlisted, you can fool around with it and goof off it all you want, and it doesn't harm you or help you in any way, shape, or form. Do all your working, thinking, playing around with it, get it to the point where you think you got it best. Take your best shot, then set it public.
Yeah, because I use TubeBuddy, so it helps me set up my thumbnail and everything like that. So I set it privately, then I can set all that stuff up and then ship it.
Perfect.
Travis, with TubeBuddy, that's who I'm using too. When you go to set your thumbnail, like YouTube will give you the 3 generic options. Sometimes I'll choose one of them. I'll choose like a goofy face or something like that, and something that I can work in real quick if I'm on the fly. But I can't use that one in TubeBuddy until I send it. Are you having that same problem?
No, because I'll set it up privately, let it get uploaded, and go to my content page, and then edit it, right? And when you get in the editor, it says make your set up your custom thumbnail. You click on it, and it brings up that other page. And I usually go into the video, or if I have a picture I want to put on it, I'll go into the video and click through the video and find out what I want to show for my thumbnail. Like the one with the floor pans I just did, right? I got the sparks coming right at the camera. Well, I did a dead piece of video that I put in the video of just that grinding, so I could get the sparks coming at the camera for that shock value for the thumbnail. And I just had to go through the video and find that one frame, and I was able to pick out that one frame and use it.
Yeah. If I do it that way, where you go through the video and then you pick the one that's in focus and all that one frame, it'll let me do it without publishing it to private or anything like that. But if YouTube picks one, and for some reason I go, oh, wow, that's a good one, I can use that. TubeBuddy won't let me use the one that YouTube picked. I have to.
You can.
That is a shortcoming.
Click it.
Yeah, you got to, if you're gonna do that, because those are generated from your videos for YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube generates it. You just have to go second by second on your video and find that picture you want. I mean,
here's a hot tip on the second by second. When you've got your video, and you're going through it, the period button, the period key on your keyboard, it'll move
Uh-huh.
ahead one frame at a time. The comma will move back one frame at a time. So, I
Oh,
mean, if you're
nice.
really looking, if you're really looking to find that particular shot, period to go forward one frame, comma to go back one frame, and you can really it's
Awesome.
a great way to figure
Wow.
out the best screen cap.
Awesome. Okay, that's a good
Thank you.
pointer. Yes, that is great.
I got to get back to trying to figure out thumbnails. Last time I tried doing a thumbnail, I lost 15 minutes of video, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding? 15 minutes of video for me is like a whole episode, 2 episodes. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
But if you don't have it, go ahead and download TubeBuddy.
I have
It
it.
really helps. It really helps. I love it. It
Yeah.
slows down a little bit, like you'll type something and it'll go letter by letter. I don't know if it's just my computer, if it's TubeBuddy messing with it, but I have to wait for the type to catch up. And then I'll be able to go through it. I don't know. It might just be, I got an older laptop, so it might just be my laptop.
So do I.
That might just be your
Plug
laptop.
down.
Might be with me because this is what I use to upload all of my video is this
Mhm.
right here, this Samsung Galaxy S7 that I've had for years and I
Yeah.
won't get rid of because I've got a serious case for it. I think I paid as much for the case as I paid for the phone, and people tell me get a new phone and I'm like, why? Why?
Yeah,
And price on an
It's
S6,
like,
man.
why
seen
buy
the
a new
prices
car if
on
you got the one paid for?
Right.
Holy cow. I went to go look at her new phone and because I
Oh.
found another one.
Yeah, no.
No
You can
way.
get 3
No.
project cars for that price, for crying out loud.
Exactly.
Right, exactly. I'm just like, yeah, no.
I got a 10 and I paid it off fairly quick, but I'll keep that one until it's completely smashed.
I paid this one off fairly quick too. I think I paid $99 for it.
Nice.
All
But-
the phones I've ever had, in recent memory, they've all been, Amazoners, and it's the open box version. It was either like a store sample or something like that, so it's
Mhm.
really discounted. And so far, my luck has been really good in that respect. Looks, feels, and smells brand new to me. And I've got an F6 that I've had for 3 years, maybe. Completely
yeah.
happy with it. Got an OtterBox case for it.
Mhm. That OtterBox ain't no joke. That's an awesome case, man.
Isn't it?
It is. It's worth the money. It's worth the
my
money.
junk has fallen from the top of 8-foot ladders, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, mine's
but
fell
man,
off the
it's fine every
scaffold.
time.
Yeah.
Mine's
Yeah.
welding. Anytime I do any welding or grinding, well, that's what's wrong with this one now. The mic hole right there is full of grinding dust again because it's a magnet in there, so it just
Yeah.
Get a can of compressed air, or I'm sure you got an air compressor there. Just
yeah. I got
Yeah,
it
it come
working
out.
a couple of times, but now it's just I think it shorted something in it or something, so
Mhm.
it won't accept a mic anymore. And when I do video
Right
on
on,
it, I
Dizzy,
got to
I'll take
keep
a
it
look.
right close, otherwise you can't hear me.
Wow.
I still use it, but yeah.
Guys, man, I really hate to leave good company, man. We've been on here for 3 hours rolling, man, and it's awesome. I would like to stay up all night with y'all, but I got to get up. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, and we're doing the dinner for the ladies at church and all that. So I got a lot of stuff to get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
And I gotta get up and go to work again tomorrow. It's my weekend to work, so
fun.
Oh, fun.
yeah. But I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so
Yeah. Well, I
I
just want
can't
to say.
complain.
I want to say thank you to everybody, man. Thank you, Buzz. Thank you, Bear Rose. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, everybody in the chat for coming in here, man. It's been an awesome first time on StreamYard. This is my first time on StreamYard. I did a random live. I did a random live one time just to see how it worked. And I thought, why not? I'll just try it out randomly, and it happened. It did great, and then I was like, well, so I set this one up. I went through and watched the tutorials on StreamYard and all that on how to work it. And I was like, man, that looks like I can even figure that out, I mean.
StreamYard is
So,
a wonderful thing. Those that haven't
it
tried
is.
it's a wonderful, very approachable, nothing to install. Yeah, you did great.
Yeah,
man.
it's great, man. Well,
Thanks for
thank you a
having me.
lot. Well, thank you a lot, guys, man. I'm going to get out of here, and I got some things to do still before I even get ready for bed. I still got another hour. Oh, shush, kitty cat, you'll go out in a minute.
No.
He's ready to go out. It's time for him. He just got out of bed. He's like, all right, it's time to go, man. Party time.
I can send you some more if you want some more cats. We got plenty.
Oh no, I'm straight, man. Thanks.
I like cats.
Yeah.
I'll ship them to you.
Yeah. Right on. I generally like them with fried rice, but whatever. Okay. Anyway.
Right on, guys. Not so bad.
Right on.
Right.
Well,
and Barrows, I'll give you a call here in a minute after we get off here.
Sure, no problem.
All right, guys. Well, hey, I'm gonna let it. Yes, sir.
If you want to do this every Saturday, I'll follow you. You go
By
ahead
golly.
and do the opening show, and I'll do the late show.
Well,
hey, speaking of which, if you guys haven't gotten alerts in your YouTube creator, your channel stuff, you can now, if Mike, for example, if you're doing a live and you're backing it up, Barrows, Kim, you can send your entire audience, everybody that's online right now, straight to his live.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
That is freaking awesome.
It's a brand new YouTube feature. I mean, it's within a weekish old or something like that. But for this whole No Name Nationals community, somebody gets a live cooking and they pass the torch to the next guy and brings all of the people online with them. Come on.
Nice.
I'll try to do a write-up on that and email it out to all the No Name
Nationals,
cool. All the No Name 500
that'd be awesome.
guys. So
fantastic.
Anyway,
Thank you.
Mike, thank you so much, man.
Oh man, thank you, man. All right, well,
thanks,
gentlemen, and Kim, if you'll text Don English's stuff over to me so I can send him his truck. Thank you guys a lot, man. This has been a hoot. I wish I could just keep going, man. But you know how it is, man. Duty calls.
Calls.
Yeah,
right.
Well, and I'll probably go to bed myself. So y'all have a good evening. Thanks again, Buzz.
All right, man.
Thanks.
All right, we'll see you guys.
And I'll send those to you.
All right, we'll see you. All right, thank you, brother.
Good one.
All right,
buddy.
take care.